Welcome, fellas. We're going to be going over a lot of paths today. If you have any questions, ask. If you don't know something, write it down. Even if it's a question, if it's something that somebody says, we need to have our stuff with us at all times. Always have a pen, always have that folder, always have that notebook. Yeah, even if you have something on notes, sometimes it's a little bit better just to keep writing it down. Like, that's why we got notebooks. Use it up, write on the straight lines. Josh, are you on your phone? All right, oh yeah, no phones, no earphones. Let's lock in for the day so we can maximize this day as much as possible, all right? Before we even really get started, I want everybody, let's start on a straight line right here. Your name, the school you go to, and then I want to see your favorite sack dance. Everybody get up, yep. Here we go. Hurry up, everybody get up. Come on, come on. Then go to the front, yep. And then after you go.
Hey, you up, dude?
Come on, somebody go to the front. Say your name, where you from. Well, your name, high school, and then your favorite sack dance. What you gonna do when you get money?
I'm Malachi. I go to St. John Bosco High School. What was the other one?
Come on, what you gonna do when you get money?
I get money. If you don't just greet me on that, you think,
All right, get your ass out of here.
I play football because I love this sport, you know. Been playing it since I was 6 years old. And today I just hope I learned something new from Nico and as always, get better at the game. I have one offer from Kansas and hopefully this year, my last year, I'm able to gain more.
Who up? Come on, somebody else get up there. Come on, man, somebody go.
My name is Sterling Lane Jr.
Come on, say it out loud.
My name is Sterling Lane Jr. I go to Ocean Christian High School. Dance?
Mm-hmm.
I don't dance.
All right, you got 20, get about it.
20? I ain't even do it yet.
You said you ain't got
I'm
one.
gonna hit the Wakanda first.
Come on, man. Hurry up, get out of here.
Hey.
I have 17 Division I offers. I play the game because I love it and it allows me to be myself. I can be as grimy as I want to. And I wouldn't imagine a life where I didn't play ball.
What do you expect them to?
Mainly just to learn and get better and compete, that's it.
Say it out loud, fellas.
My name is Brandon Goldsby, and I go to Locking Out High School. And when I go sack, I just.
There we go, bro. Come on, man. I just need any type of sauce.
I've been playing football for only 2 years, and I started playing just because my friend wanted me to get out there with him. I don't really have any offers, but I'm working on it.
You can't really memorize that. So what I would do is, all right, if I'm head up, I know I could be in a 0, a 2, or a 4. So that can help minimize it a little bit. All right, 0, 2, 4. If I was on the edge, on this outside edge, then I knew I was in a 1, 3, and a 5. Instead of trying to go, okay, if I'm a 0 here, then I'm a 1 here, then I'm a 2 here. If you head up, 0, 2, 4. If you're on the outside edge, 1, 3, 5. Try to find systems and things that help it make sense to you so you can be able to remember these things. It's a lot of 9 numbers up here, however many it is. I can't count today. It's a bunch of numbers. You don't want to be sitting there, okay, 1, 2. They gonna snap that damn ball. Imagine you playing Oregon, they got fast offense. Or you gotta get in a 2-eye right now. You gotta look, okay, 0, 1. They gonna be snapping that thing. So you just gotta be able to find something that can help minimize this thing. So when you look at it, it just already makes sense.
My name is Jake Adkins. I go to Locking Out High School. Play football because I love being part of a team with my friends. I went to the last camp and it wasn't very violent with my hands, and I'm planning on doing that now.
So I'm asking this question, fellas, just because some people get in a wide 9 and they don't understand that they're already wide, and then as a tackle gets close to them, they keep working way out.
Coach just went over if we loosen up and we in that B gap for real, almost like a 4-eye, that makes that guard have to really kick and cover more ground. We putting them in space. Same thing works as if we tighten up our alignment, get heavier on that guard. What's the one thing a guard can't do? Can't get beat where? Inside, right? So if we get heavier with our alignment, we threaten his inside. Now he got to change his kick. He can't kick on that 45. He got to protect the inside first. So now we could work just a little jab to kind of freeze him and hold him there, and then get back to half a man. But now we shortening that edge for ourselves. So we just being a smart football player on the defensive side, knowing how our alignment dictates how that O-lineman has to set on us.
Why I started playing football is just for the love of the sport. I started when I was in high school. because my parents didn't sign me up for, before high school. So as soon as I got to high school, I signed up for it, just for the love of the sport, I guess. And what I expect from here today is to compete, reality. Compete, get better, see where I'm at against competition, and that's basically it.
So like what Coach was talking first, if I'm the 3 technique, coach the guard, quarterback is over here. If I loosen up, now I put him in his space, I get off, he really got to kick and get out to me. I can still work half a man, or if I'm fast and I really threaten that outside, boom, I got my counter moves on that overset.
Because do you see how I couldn't just, because usually if he line up right here, I take that set, we already getting money. You got to kind of work to the outside edge, but that shit happened real fast. But when you come in here, now if this was my center, look how much further I have to get away from him now. So now when he go inside, it ain't no one step and I'm there. I got to go 1, 2, 3. So if you know, and if you can have that vision that we talked about, and if you can get his ass out here and don't be a magnet, trust it. Don't feel like we always got to go here. Make him work here. Because if we go fast enough, we could just beat it right outside because he's not used to kicking and punching out there. Or if he like, okay, now he getting kind of scared. He like, oh shit, how I'm gonna get out here on this fast guy? Boom, and it's gonna be late. And they're gonna turn their body, and then that's gonna be an easy win for us. Just make sure you finish hard.
And then so we're gonna show you how I can change my alignment. So now I done beat him with speed already. I'm quicker than him. I know he's scared. I'm gonna just tighten up. So now what did I do? I threatened his inside gap, right? Maybe he don't have center help because the center working on the shade over on the other side. So now all I got to do off the snap, just give him a little jab and just slide this side. Cause I done threatened his inside like I was gonna beat him right across his face. He gotta respect that and gotta come down. Now all I got to do is work my little club rip and up to the quarterback. But that's just knowing how our alignment affects that, especially as a 3 technique, affects that guard's set.
Everybody got their shoulder pads? Yeah, now we'll go, our second session, we'll use the shoulder pads. We're gonna flow around for the first one. That's cool.
Thank the holy trio. I feel like CEO. I'm about to live my dream. I don't glow, I beam. My price just went way up, but I'm free.
Now, let's turn. You don't just give up on yourself. Let's go. Shit not easy. Let's go. Head up. Go. See that hand. Now look how far you are. Are we supposed to finish out there? Then get your ass inside here. Let's go. Go again. It's none of the times that we went way out there. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Finish it tight. Is that tight?
Hi, my name is Frank Ayala. I go St. Bonaventure. I got 0 offers. I've been playing football since 6, just something I'm used to. And I expect to learn a lot of techniques and a lot of good habits today.
I'm mic'd up. Relax. You see the mic, you see it. Respect the mic, folks. Just a tad bit. Set. Go. Come on, go. Good, better. Now, did you see how non-violent you was right here? If you gonna hit it, you gotta be able to stay on your feet and still be violent with it. You all right? What'd you hurt? What's good? What happened? Your ankle? Hey, stay low, especially you two, stay low. Feel it out. Hey, just focus on the hand. That's y'all biggest thing is y'all just gotta clean up the little shit. Y'all feel good doing it, but half the time when y'all lose, it's not because of them, it be because of y'all doing shit. Go. You see all that stopping you doing? Come on, run the shit. Here we go. Go. Now you just gotta turn a little bit more with it. Just be able to turn and get around the edge. Here we go, fellas, let's go.
And you mic'd up, remember that? I know. That's why I said nothing. That's why I talking.
My name is Alex Flair. I attend Greenwood High School out of Greenwood, Mississippi. I'm here to get better, to get more exposed. Why I play football is it's something I've been doing since I was 6, and yeah, I want to go to the NFL, so that's what I got to do.
We gotta eliminate all this. Every time you go, I can see your stuff. I can see your arm coming back. I'm putting hands on your chest every time. You got to secure it, bro.
You got to lift.
You reach with the left. Remember, secure it.
You got to use your right to like do like that, and then have your hand up. Have your hand up.
You gotta do like that. Make sure you're right here. I see what you're saying though.
Dominic Williams, go to Bishop Alamany High School, committed to Cal. One reason I play football is for my family and to make a name for myself. One thing I expect from today is just to get better at my game.
You want to hit this shit so he shoot his hands fast, and guess what you gonna do? Boom! Make him shoot it fast. You want to get on him so fast that you like, boom, boom, he gotta shoot. This is a speed move. Yeah, speed move. If you want to get him going here, just throw a swim on his ass. So now speed move, go attack it. Come on, better with the feet. Now, just get a little bit more violence on there. But you gotta push your feet every time. Just because you run way out there, that don't mean shit. When the game time comes, you gotta put your feet into the ground. Set, go. Good. Now, do you feel how high you coming? We ain't gotta come up, because look, as you come here, guess what else come up? Boom, 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 boom. Stay low with it.
I'm just talking about pass rushing approach, what I'm looking at, what I'm setting up, what's my thought process. Before I tell y'all that, I just want to ask one of y'all if y'all could tell me what y'all thought process is right now.
So when you line up to the line, what you dissecting?
I'm dissecting his ankles. I'm dissecting his shoulders. Because, whatever, he can't move without his shoulders, and where his shoulder, every time his shoulder flinch, that means he about to throw it. And that's how I'm keying his shoulder and his ankle. That's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. Before I line up against a guy, I've already watched him. I already know how he moves. I know his tendencies. So I'm trying to see if he's a high hand shooter or a low hand shooter. If he likes to set deep, if he likes to set wide. I'm just trying to see what he wants to do to combat me. With my first step, I want my first step to be real long. I don't want to do a first short step. I want to stress him. Because if I do this and take a short step, he don't got to do nothing. He chilling. Now, if I take that long step, he has to jump out a little wider to me. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I line up, I get that long first vertical step, and then it's all shoulder. I'm watching all shoulder. If that shoulder crosses my face, I know I can take that inside move. If that shoulder gets deep, I know I gotta take it to power. If he stays gray and them hands come fast, I know I gotta beat him right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get caught up trying to pitter patter, but it's all about stressing him and making him do what you want him to do. I stress him, he gotta jump out, I know I can take an inside move. I stress him, he gets deep, he gotta kick, his weight ain't under him. I know I can take him here. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you shouldn't have your move already in your head. You should take what he gives you. So line up, I'm just gonna give you two, and then just show me how you react to it, all right? Go on my movement. Okay, just like that. What was you keying right there? Okay. Yep, just like that. Okay, you already look. You know some. Look, you know some. That's my approach to pass rushing. I just wanted to give y'all some knowledge.
When you looking at film, like I know you said like low hands and having high hands. So if he's a low hand shooter, what you more looking to go to? Just
oh yeah, yeah. So I'm a cross chop guy. If I get the low hand, I'm here. Just right there. If I get those high hands, I might flash and go underneath. But that's me. Everybody got their different tools. You know what I'm saying?
So your shit is what?
When I get the high hands, I'm looking to go underneath.
Okay.
I'm to dip and lean. When I get those low hands, I cross chop, but y'all might just chop and make sure you bring that club to turn your shoulders. Okay, yeah, look, sometimes a guy shoots his hands, I cross chop him, but he still gets there. I know when I hit here, I can come back here at quarterback level and still finish there. Or I know I can get here and we're at quarterback level, I can condense that pocket so that quarterback doesn't have that running lane. You know, the rush is never over until it's over. You know what I'm saying? So you're always looking to get to your second move. Sometimes your second move can just be a cleanup. You can just be swiping or ripping, you know, but just never get pushed by the quarterback. Because then that's a win for him. That's all he wants, to just get you up out of there. Sometimes, you know, first down, you don't know if it's run or pass. I know, if I see a guy, look, he's down there in his stance like this, his feet aren't really staggered, it's run. And if it's not run, it's play action pass. So I got some time, you know. But if I see a guy first and 10, he's staggered, he up high like this, I'm okay. I'm staggering too. I'm getting ready to get off like pass. because his body's showing me he's trying to cheat me. He's trying to get that jump on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that jump on him too. How often do I watch film? Look. Yeah, look. Hey, look. I'm watching it before I get to the meeting, so me and my coach are on the same page. I might watch it before practice, and I'm gonna watch it when I get home too. Just so when I get to the game, there's no questions. Just so I'm not even thinking, I'm just moving. You know, I've seen it so many times before I get to the game that my body's just taking me there at that point. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done for the
You got to figure out that small thing that you're good at, get good at it, and then watch everything else around you can open up. Can you not rip no more? You got to fucking fight for it. You thought that a rip, you don't think he gonna fight you back? It's football. Come on. Throw that shit up, yeah. Fuck his arm. Throw the shit. Let's go. Get back. Throw the fucking arm. You guys, yeah, say fuck it. You just gotta throw it. Remember, put it in your head and then just get the shit done. Don't think about it. Just do it. Throw it and keep going.
Fear on this street, God give me everything I need. No more scraps, I'm about to get the sweet. Real ones always show themselves, and after this show, we better go eat. Thank the holy trio. I feel like CEO. I'm about to live my dream.
Like all this football shit, when y'all start getting older, you're gonna see that it relates to everything. Like you gonna be like, man, my coach was dumb as hell, and then you gonna start living life and like, oh, the shit is really everywhere. Like that is all the things. Just wait, give it like 5-6 years, and you're just gonna be quotes that certain coaches have said to y'all, and just like when you go to work, or like when you tired, or it's just, you know, you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do with your life. You're gonna remember just some of these quotes when coaches was trying to be hard. You know, you just use it, but it seems like it's all for football now, but football is just the scratch, the surface of the shit. That's just the platform where you hear the knowledge, you get the knowledge. And then when you offer football, bro, football is life. Listen, I really want to know, you know, like, why do you play football? What makes you go every day?
Most people you say their family or whatever, but for me it's the love for the sport. You know, this is my way out, and I just love doing what I'm good at. And just thinking now that college allows you to make money off of playing, like what if I could start early, getting paid for doing what I love, you know? That's my why. Malachi Finau here, St. John Bosco High School, class of 2022. Day 2, and hopefully today we get throw on the pads and learn more about, you know, pass rush and what we can do on one-on-ones.
For me, is I also love the sport and all that, and yeah, it is. My mom, she motivates me a lot to play the sport since like most of my family played it, and now that I'm growing up and all that, I start feeling what like they felt, and I'm trying to make it like bigger and out, you know, more than anybody in my family did. Yeah.
So now you feel like your why is not trying to outdo your family, but you want to
do better.
Yeah, you want to be the one that set the biggest tone down.
Yeah.
My name is Angel Salguero. I go to John Marshall High School. What I would like to do better from day one is get all my questions right, answer them all right, and do better on my moves and succeed more onto them.
I really like playing with the team, and football. I've watched it ever since I was younger, and I've always wanted to be on that field where I see all those guys playing on it.
Okay, and so like on the tough days, when shit is hurting, like what do you feel like is really pushing you? Just what do you feel like really can help you be able to wake up on those times when you don't want to go to practice or you be doing who knows what and be relaxing and having your body feel good? What is that thing that's in your head where you're like, man, I gotta go?
I think just the fact that I know I'll be like really behind, even if I just miss one day. Everyone's just gonna get better, and I'll just be getting worse.
Okay.
So day 2, I go to La Cunha High School, and I'm gonna improve on my swim move.
I do it because it's fun. It is fun. It's very fun. And after like a really, really hard day, once it's over, I feel great. Like, just like the rush of, like, I don't understand it. I should be tired, but I just get a huge rush of energy at the end of the day. and and then when I wake up, I'm like, this is probably gonna be fun. Let's go do it.
It's just even though it's hard, like you find the excitement and the toughness of the sport. Okay.
Hi, my name is Brandon Goldsby, and I go to La Cañada High School. Today I want to improve on counter moves and like not getting as annoyed when I mess up, because it's okay to mess up because you learn.
Because I never got to play when I was young, just for the love of the sport, so that's why I play it. And I realized this could take you far, like free education, millions of dollars if you get that far. And what motivates me to get out of bed in the morning is probably like, if I don't go, my competition's getting better, and I'm not. My name is Devin Avila. I go to Boyne High School, and what I want to improve on today is my one-on-one pass rushes, basically.
Ever since I was little, my grandpa always played, my dad played. I was always doing drills with them or watching on Sunday. And right now I do it because I have teammates that count on me, and I have friends on the football team, best friends I made since moving states. It really helped me out in that social aspect.
I'm Diego Reyes, La Cañada High School, and on day 2 I'd like to improve on making sure I know my reads and getting everything almost correct, and working on my chop rip and potentially my swim move.
To be honest, I don't really got one. I don't really have one.
You might not know what your why is right now, but when you get started, like, yeah, you'll know your why. Everybody gonna have a why.
I don't love the sport, but I don't hate the sport. It's just something that I know. It's like, I've been doing this since I was 6. It's something I'm used to. I don't want to say it's in my nature, but when Caesar wasn't here, I just felt guilty of doing nothing. Like, I needed something to occupy my life. Like, it's weird, and I don't know. It's just make connections from it. So.
But you could, okay, well, why not want to go play basketball if you feel like you just had to do something?
Cause I've done that too. Cause my brother always played basketball, so I want to be like. My brother was always basketball, so I was like, I'm gonna make my own way.
Okay.
It's for a different sport.
Okay.
My name is Frank Ayala. I go to St. Bonaventure. It's day 2, so I want to improve on my hands, my moves for the one-on-one rush and just pass rush and everything.
My why is because I release my anger. Like, it's a way to release my anger too, because from all school and stuff. So because I really don't like school, but it is what it is. And the love for the game too, and it just gives you something to do, basically. And I just always feel like I have something to prove. So that's my why.
Josh Gomez. I go to Notre Dame High School, and what I want to improve on today is getting quicker, explosive, and just getting quick with it.
So my why is kind of like myself. So really it's Josh, because we don't really have a father figure in our lives, and I know I gotta set a good example for him. And out of football, just going to Cal alone, he got a love for the sport now. I want to go to Nico. I want to go play now. Now he's on the team, so it's just I can set examples for people that are my age. I could be that mentor, but be the same age as people.
Okay.
And it's really just to I guess make a name for myself as well. So now it's just I know I'm gonna have a family one day, so for my the future family that I'm gonna have.
So just kind of trying to create that legacy for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Dominic Williams. I go to Bishop Alameda High School. Today's day 2, and I want to improve on my hands. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
So basically, it's I get to be myself, and it's it's a thing. It's my type of therapy. Everybody got their own thing. They go to talk about their problems. That's just what it should be. I can be an asshole if I want to. I wasn't good at something. I wasn't really good at school. So I wanted to have something that was mine. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's just love for it.
Okay. My name is Sterling Land. I go to Oaks Christian High School. I want to improve on today for day 2 is mainly same stuff that I worked on yesterday with the precision of my hands. I want to do that better. But when we go live or one-on-one type, I want to get better at that. And I'm trying to master that today. So yeah.
So we're about to hit the field right now. The biggest thing about pass rush to me is just being able to have vision. So we're about to hit the field just so they can be able to see sets, knowing when they have an overset, knowing what to do with the vertical set, and being able to go slow, kind of fill it out. And we'll speed it up and we're gonna have shoulder pads on just so we can kind of bang a little bit, knowing how to hit hands, and guys can be able to push and learn how to bend corners and just be able to react faster. So here we go.
I'm at the top of my game. It's only Christ to blame. We know the reason you came. Diamonds and dollars and chains. How about you? Sit back. I got this. Relax. Who said I changed up? Yeah, cause I said I'ma need racks. Got plans on the right path. Do my dance. Cause I like that.
Step protection. So we said as long as we know this guy's in the shade of one technique, we're thinking the slide is coming from this guard over. So you pretty much know you're gonna be manned up. And a lot of times we'll know, or we could guess, cause we're not gonna know 100%, just based off the running back. If the running back on this right side, we know they probably sliding away from him. The running back gonna step up, try to clear anything out. So on jet protection, O-line, all I want y'all to do is kind of slide, take a step, leave your left hand as the inside little hand, and we just work into our gap to the right. You're gonna give a normal set back here. Running back, you just gonna step up into this B gap. So now we're just gonna be able to see how it looks.
Damn. Just walk it out, just feel it.
Go.
Yes, sir.
Now what
right?
protection did we get? Slide. Half slide or full slide? Full slide, cause we know that, cause you were left one-on-one with the running back. So that's one we can't lose. So are we thinking drop back or we thinking quick game for a pass? Quick game, so we ready to get our hands up.
You got it right. We doing push-ups because he got it wrong.
Down. 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 Down.
How you drop to the ground before I do, cuz?
Why did you get happy doing push-ups?
Don't nobody get happy. We want you to get it right.
The nose is to the call, the 3 is away from the call.
On under.
Under.
On over, who's to the call?
The 3 tech, and then the nose is away from the call.
Okay, so it was under. It was strong right.
Strong right.
Under right, so the nose is gonna be where?
Away from the, at the call, my bad.
Mother. Nose is gonna be there, and the 3 is gonna be where? The 3 is gonna be where? It's under. So is the 3 to it or away from it? Away from it. And it's to the right. So where's the 3 tech at?
Center.
Who's the center? Okay. So where's the 3 tech at?
No.
Oh.
It's on the guard.
It's not a 3. Wait, what?
Wait, what? What
Hey!
Line back up now, line back up. Double jeopardy.
Under left, under left, under left. Down. Over left, over left, over left, over left. Here we go. Under right, under right, under right, under right. I thought I was gonna fuck y'all up. All right, here we go. Let's see if Angel got some sauce, man. Come on. Turn! Ah! That ain't the sauce, man. Here we go. Come on. You see, you let that hit your ass. Come on, get back in there. How you hit the shit and back up? Yeah. Come on, cuz. You let the bag beat your little ass. Come on, get around there. Now use both hands though. If you're gonna throw that swipe around there, you gotta throw that thing and look to maybe even throw it twice. If you throw it twice, what it'll do is, sometimes when you throw it once, that shit ping you out here. But if you can be able to throw it twice, you can come here and it'll help you be able to stay tight to it because you still trying to hit that hand. Get that fucking inside hand down. Last thing you want to do is for him to catch us right here, and now we off our feet because he knocked us off. Be clean with that inside hand. Good. Better job. Here we go. Come on. Good. Now just stay a little bit lower though. Dom be about to tackle your ass. Come on, here we go. Good, here we go. Whoa, grab his ass. There we go. That's Mr. Bear Claws.
Basically, the first thing I'm looking at, I'm gonna go outside in. Okay. So from like a tackle's perspective, the first thing I'm thinking is like what's your stance? Like defensive ends would be two different ways. If a guy knows that he's really good at speed, sometimes you see him turn like straight up the field because he's just trying to beat you to a spot, work that outside arm and then get to the quarterback. Other guys are going to be angled. And for me, as a tackle, that's going to change my angle of the way I set. If I see a guy that's a 9 technique, but he's angled, even though it may feel like you could set out wide to him, that's going to leave an easy inside move. So if he's angled toward me, my set is going to be a little bit shorter. If he's faced up the field, I know that I got a little bit more room to work with. I could be a little bit more patient because as fast as you move, I know where the hoop is, and I know exactly where you want your turn to be, and as long as I get length on you, then it's not going to matter. A lot of times we deal with those speed guys, we also look at the way that you rush. If all you're giving to me is a shoulder, then that week I'm basically working my hands on shoulders, making sure that I get the hip. Because if you got a lot of speed, usually guys don't stop at the level of the quarterback, so I could just keep running you on through. You know what I mean? Because if you run 15 yards around the quarterback, it's not going to matter. I look at size, demeanor. If I see that you're on your hands a lot, really leaning on that inside hand, or if you use your outside hand, because some people do that, it's going to tell me what steps is your move's going to be. Is your move going to be on the 3rd step or the 4th step? How many steps it takes for you to get ready for a twist or an inside move? Guys that are really big on the spin, we can kind of tell because sometimes they show it because they turn their shoulders before they spin. Everything is really just recognition and just about using your hands. You want to try to get into a stance where you can come at a guy from a few different angles. You see a lot of great players do this. They can give you a couple steps right into a bull. They can hit you with an inside move off of the 1st step. They can pretty much counter from different areas. But usually the guys that are tight to you, usually 2 hands down or inside hand down, we know that all we got to do is just level you up because as soon as we mess up your timing, your rush is done. You know what I mean? Unless there's some type of scramble opportunity. So for me, I look at stance, weight on the hand, which foot is back, especially if you're dealing with like an outside linebacker or something like that. And also I'm just looking at kind of like your repertoire, like what are you good at? Like what do you need to work on? Like so it kind of takes down all the moves away. And then also, if you're a good offensive lineman that understands his recognition, you're going to change your set multiple times because it's not going to be the same move every time. If you get a guy to set the same every time, you're going to win some, you know what I mean? But if a guy is constantly thinking, okay, is he going to short set me? Okay, is he going to back off and then wait for me to approach and then rush me? Is he going to give me hands, take him away and strike? These are all things that you got to look for on your side of the tape. As a guard, it's like playing in a phone booth, you know what I mean? So at the guard position, we're looking at weight on the hands, your size. Your size will tell us a lot. If you're a bigger guy, we know that you can't really work as much of the quicker stuff. It's really going to come from power. We know who we got to sit down on. You know what I mean? There's powerful guys that do have speed, like the Aaron Donalds, the Geno Atkins, the Fletcher Cox, that are really crafty with their moves. And that's when you have to play the game. You know what I mean? You have to be able to play the game. How can you react so that you're strong from your base, but also able to move your feet when the inside move comes, when the swim comes, like those type of things. So that's why you see how successful those guys are. So for me, it's also about alignment when you're at guard. If you're tight, or if I see you face up the field, or if I see you really like towards the center, a lot of 3 techniques love to be facing towards the center.
Like in the tilt?
Yeah, in a tilt to try to really force that penetration, because if guys are backing off the ball, it's going to live a path straight to the center, because as soon as you knock the hip over, of course, people hate being the penetrator, they want to be the looper, but sometimes the penetrator is the first person to get to the ball, and that's just being honest. You do your job as a penetrator, you're going to be able to get through, because eventually that guard's going to have to leave, or you took one for your team and your looper's free. You know what I mean? So there's a plethora of options, but it's always stance, demeanor in your stance, and where you're facing on the field. You know what I mean? The tilt, upfield, because upfield tells me a lot. Upfield tells me like, oh, okay, he's really going to want to set up this twist. He's kind of wide. He doesn't usually play that 4-eye position. That's going to give me a tell. So instead of me usually being like, okay, look, what you doing? I'm going to come through and like, you come here. I'm gonna come through and just pop that shoulder. I'm gonna send you over to him, and then after that, if you run into your looper, game over. Like, you're done. And sometimes when you're off balance, that's when I get to finish you. So like I'm gonna try to hit you, and then you bump into him. You guys get together, and then I'm yanking you down and throwing you into the ground, like stuff like that. But like you have to be physical in pass protection as an offensive lineman. But for you guys, listen, we're watching everything. You know what I mean? So how can you disguise anything? You know what I mean? How can you disguise? And your moves, as soon as you come out of your stance, bro, I already know your favorite move. I already know your favorite move. So find a way to set it up. Loosen them up with a bull before you decide to go inside move or outside swipe.
Set up, right?
Yes, set it up. Set it up. Get the lineman guessing before you about to bring that next move to him. Because a lot of guys like to soften a guy with a bull, and then as soon as they run up and he's ready to fire in their hands, double ham swipe. Keep the hands low and tight together because you could telegraph all this. And you know, for guards, you guys that play that 2-eye position, that inside, you got to recognize like how this person set. Is he going to overset you to try to make sure he's inside out on you? Is he going to be head up with you, giving you space to make an inside move? Is he going to be super aggressive so that you could just take a step and beat him right off the line? Those are all things you need to look at when you're watching tape.
And so what's one of the easiest things, like if you got a 3-tech coming at you, when it's an easy rep, what do you see when it's like, okay, this is cake every time?
Basically it's somebody that comes up and their chest is just open. Because when you're tight to me, all I got to do is take 2 to be right there, and then my hands are right in your chest.
Okay.
And I could beat the hands, because see, what people don't understand is that if you're strong and you have a strong punch, even though you try to swipe, you may not be able to get that hand off you. You can't knock it down every time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So those parts are cake. And if I know that you're a big swiper and I could take my hands away from you and put them right back on you, everybody already know I'm overpowering you, period. Ain't nobody gonna look at me and be like, oh, he's not gonna overpower me. I gotta keep his hands off. So I know my strengths and weaknesses as well.
So what's the scariest thing at 3-tech then?
The scariest thing at 3-tech is where he's like, not a 4-eye, but he's a little bit wider. So you set to him, he set to him, he set to him, he runs a little bit wider rush, outside hand swipe, and then you have to try to catch up and have to open up already. And the counters is available. You can try to run them around the edge, but it's a super tight edge.
Because you made a move.
Yes,
So
yes.
Kind of sometimes if you can kind of cheat it, if you're in that 3-tech, that's something hard because not having to always kick that much, but now you got to go.
Exactly, and now you got to go get him. It sets the inside move. It gives opportunity to run the edge a little bit easier. And if a guy is top heavy with his punch, any type of swat is just going to be down, and he's going to have to open up and run and try to like sell out to try to knock you out.
Okay, last one. Hardest thing at tackle.
At tackle. Honestly, I think the hardest thing at tackle is probably a guy that's really good. Is really good at the big 3, the bull rush, the inside move, as well as like I think the spin. Because I mean, all the time, you know, you got this big guy coming straight at you and you got to hit him, but he's also crafty enough to hit you with an inside move, and you're gonna have to open up and sell out. Might even hurt one of your own linemen trying to finish him. And then also that inside move is just another one where kind of you could get your head in there and it's just harder to get out. So you just give more ground, and that allows space to the quarterback.
Okay. Any questions about anything? Any 3-techs, DNs, that you can look for?
Basically what I'm telling you is film is the most important thing. It's the only way that we can play this game. You know what I mean? A lot of the times you see young guys playing really well their first year because nobody has any film on them. Nobody is going to be playing against you in college and watching your high school tape. I guarantee you. You know, nobody's going to be watching your college tape when you get to the league. So that's why people are most dangerous. But if people start to figure you out, then you got to start to adapt. Adaptation is huge in the NFL, high school, college. Like, you got to adapt to your surroundings, because we'll adapt too. And that's where the war comes. That's where the battle is. That's why you trench improve, right?
How long did it take you to adapt when you got college?
My first year, I was balling, bro. The second year was like kind of tough because we had that lockout, so I didn't even get a chance to like. Yeah, I was at the original lockout, so like that was pretty tough. And coming back from that was a struggle. And then the third year is just like ball, and you know, I think the older I got, the more I started to understand. Experience really plays a big role in that. So it's good to latch on to like older guys and like be a part of that, because they can teach you as you go along the way. Like I said, you always want to listen to your coaches, but you always want to do your play style to what your coaches tell you to do, because that's the best way that you're going to be. That's the way you become the best player you're going to be.
What was the hardest transition from going to college to the league?
Honestly, the speed of the game, man. I mean, college, I was able to slow the game down. It took me a little bit longer to slow the game down in the NFL.
Yep.
Because when we did preseason, I was like, oh man, this is kind of fast. Start getting used to that. And then we played in the game, and I was like, oh, whoa. And then when I was, I didn't get to play in a playoff game until I was like year 8, and that one took even another notch. So it's like, there's levels in the NFL, like just the speed of the game, bro. Being able to watch, being able to slow it down comes from preparation, knowing what's coming, from just film study, yeah, from film study. And then also it comes down to just understanding the game plan. If you don't understand what's going on, how you gonna do anything? You're just gonna see me running around everywhere. You don't know that I just blasted your defensive end on a pull, you know what I mean? Like you just sitting there in the gap, like what happened? My running back is all the way over there, you know what I mean? So like you have to know what you're doing, man. So you gotta rely on each other, because the greatest thing about D-line and O-line is that we can communicate so well to each other, man. And we can talk through anything. Guys are fake tell each other stunts like, hey, yeah, we ain't running no stunt, but I'm just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, man, it's a mind game. It's a chess match. It's a chess match. It's a chess match. And sometimes you have a plan, and a lineman will just take it away immediately. Like, you so tight to me, I'm on you. I'm right up on you. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just a chess game, man. It's a constant chess game. But the sooner that you know the chess game, the more you can outwork your opponent. And that's what comes from like this right here, and in college. Especially in college, bro. You could really mess with some people's heads in college. Because what do people in college do? Everybody got the dream of going to the NFL. You start messing with a dude, he starts slapping his helmet, all upset, and then you got him. You got him. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be easy. But trust me, it's a learning process. It's a learning process. Every failure gonna lead to a new success. You know what I mean? You just gotta remind yourself of that every time. Don't let nothing take you so down that you can't get back up. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna need a long talk about that one, because when politics get involved, counting money, counting players in the room, maybe you don't like one teammate, maybe somebody is just out there trying to get you, maybe they drafted somebody in your same position and you start doubting, maybe you're like right on the cusp of making a team. Like, there's a whole lot of stresses, and everybody got a family, everybody got problems, everybody got everything, man. So it's just like kind of how you approach it. But yeah, of course football is stressful, but is the money worth the stress? Everybody gonna say yes. Everybody gonna say yes.
If you sold them, that's what you're gonna do, so you gotta get
You got to. It's a reason for everything. That's why everybody tells you to find your why. You know what I mean? Because your why motivates you to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And like, what's tough for me is like last year I lost both of my whys. You know what I mean? Lost both of them, same month. Terrible, awful. But you know what? Also got some more whys. Got kids, got a family, gotta take care of them. So even though I lost people that I cared about, I have to continue to fight for the others. You know what I mean? And that's where the pressure and all that stuff come into play. But sometimes you ain't got a choice, man. The hardest thing to do is just getting out of bed. You know what I mean? But as long as you can get into it and you rely on your brothers, they can pull you through, for sure.
Man, come on, I done learned some shit. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate you, man. Y'all be easy, man.
Come on. Come on. Ah! Now you see how when you kind of hit? Come on. Work it. Ah, good job. Come on. Come on. Hey, now hit the fucking ball. Get your ass back in there. Let's go. Finish hard. Let's go. Now, what hand is supposed to be down? Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Now look it. Don't be running the whole time like this.
My name is Alex Larry for Greenwood, Mississippi, Greenwood High School. I go-to move that I'm trying to work on this year is swipe. I want to work on swipe because it helps you stay away from the offensive linemen because they quick to try to hold on to you. And speeding off the line, you need like a good speed move to just keep them off you, like a windshield. So yeah.
Good.
You gotta know that you know. You gotta know that you know. No, that's me. You gotta know that you know. You gotta know that you know. No, that's me. You gotta know that you know. You gotta know that you know. Only be me. Only one me. No, that's me.
I'm glad Roger talked to them about how important film was. He was just talking to them about adapting to the game, and like, you got to be able to see it, you got to be able to understand it, so when it comes to it, and like it's just easy for you. So right now, I'm glad he said that, to just piggyback off just how my day has been going, because right now we got film study, just teaching them how to watch film. Because a lot of players, they watch film with their high school D-line coaches and with their high school DCs, but they're not teaching them really how to go and break everything down. So when they're watching it at home by themselves, you know, they can be able to look for extra keys and extra details to just be able to build that confidence. So that's what we're about to do right now, just so they can really be able to continue themselves. You one-on-ones, you get a one-on-one, we got to go eat that up. But where the D-line are successful there is when they know the slide protection, they know how they're about to get blocked. If I know I got the slide coming to me, then he'll start baiting them up and try to see how he can work the slide. And sometimes when they know they got the slide coming to him right here, this 3-tech, he'll line up a little bit more, knowing he gonna slide to him, he'll kind of hit it here and fucking go fast going inside.
We said earlier, we were saying O-line calls like 5-0 is like a big call for man. Right now, they kind of giving 5 across with the defensive front. We're just gonna see how that protection ends up with Carolina. So that's what we got, man-to-man, right? So it kind of holds true. If you give a bare front and you got 5 defensive linemen or 5 rushers up on that line of scrimmage, most offenses gonna go to man protection. So we see it's man across the board. Somebody gotta win. We know the right end won.
So remember I was telling y'all about that little hand, right? So started for a little bit. Look where his eyes are. Say if he came here fast, was he really gonna be able to do anything? No. It's just that hand, remember? So whenever you see that hand, don't let it slow you down, don't let it shock, because before he go and attack it, he gotta make sure that he not delaying, he gonna look for it. So if you was to hit a quick inside counter, all that's gonna be chop that thing down and keep going. Don't let a hand slow you down, bro. Them things is not doing nothing.
And what's wrong with Clowney's bull rush over here coming off this end?
Straight down the middle. Every time.
And where's his pad level? High as hell. You can't run through nobody if you standing straight up. Look, Cutler getting up slow. He don't want to be there no more. Look, just looking at this formation, do we think it's run or pass? Pass, right? The running back already down there walked up to his protection, right?
Can't hand that thing off.
So yeah, unless they gonna run a little shovel.
Yeah, I'm about to say, unless they do one of these.
Yeah.
Boys, you say shit. You say you think of what?
And what do? We react to screens, right? Yeah, react. So you're not thinking screen like slowing your rush down to play the screen. You rush and then boom, shit get out, then you react.
Remember, we've been talking about that whole time. Make the guard kick, make the guard kick, make the guard kick. You're in 3-tech. Make his ass kick. That's the way he's not used to doing.
So now protection-wise, they probably just walked him up, cause maybe the center gonna go here, and they gonna leave him here, here, here. It's gonna be some type of combination of that. If he back out, then he knows he can come back and help here, so the running back not man-to-man on something, but they probably, a lot of people feel like it's easier to put a back if you step him up right here than it is to have him getting the end off the edge. So let's see how they protect it. Yeah, they just left it right like that, right?
Because he's not a D tackle. They hate to leave running backs on D tackles because it's a lot for him. But if you got a backer like that, then all he gonna do as soon as he rushes, he's gonna be space. He right there to just cut him off. A lot of times, you're gonna hear coaches yelling all the time in practice, not the D tackle. They hate when running backs gotta fuck with the big ass D tackles.
Yeah. Center guard working together to 50. You can see how the guard's eyes are looking. He just kind of helping. But they both those interior rushers kind of high, not really working the edge.
You can't tell who the penetrator is right now.
Yeah. And it kind of plays late.
But it happened. That's why you can't stop till they get down. What did he say? It ain't over till it's over. Huh? Shut up, Frank.
Hey, it's been good y'all working these last couple days. I'm gonna catch up, check y'all out during y'all season.
My favorite thing from the camp was probably learning how to do the moves correctly, like nice, all that. And what I'm gonna take from the camp is probably just knowledge, like watching film. I can watch film differently now because I went here.
I learned a lot of different things today. I learned how to definitely flip my hips more and combine different moves. I learned how to read certain sets and read certain alignments, how to read film. From today, I'm definitely going to take all of that, from film reading to definitely flipping my hips, combining different moves, reading offensive linemen from their stance and alignments, and try to implement that into every game, every practice.
What I learned today was a lot of things about passing and about a lot of verticals and all that, a lot of sets. And then what I take from today is from the people that came and talked to us, told us about how, the ways of how they play and all that, like guard, and then how you're supposed to, what you really do, like as a defensive tackle, and what to look for at the guard for when you're pressuring on the line.
My boy Big Noontime 61 from the SIP. I didn't realize how young he was. And now it makes sense. He played like just a young fella, so I'm glad he's just eager to play football. He just got to just be able to feel it more. He's a young guy, and as he keeps playing and he gets his ass kicked a few times, he's gonna be able to get it because he's learning. And now he got to learn that classroom. He got to learn on the classroom, so then it'll slow him down on the, it'll slow down for him on the turf. But he's gonna be all right just because of his effort. Brandon Goldsby, he's been having I wouldn't say a rough time, but you can tell it's been a lot for him. It kind of seems like he cares, but at the same time, I don't know if he's getting frustrated too much where it's kind of slacking off, but he keeps saying this trying word, and I hate that trying word, bro. You just gotta get it done, and I really want to stress that to him, that he needs to just figure out how to go and get it done. Frank Ayala. Frank, I love the speed he goes at. He doesn't move around timid, he doesn't move around scared. He just got to be able to try to just match his brain of how fast his feet go. And that's gonna take more reps. So I hope what he does is, after moving around, after hearing some things, after writing a lot of notes down, what can help him the most is keep looking at that, keep practicing it, and that's gonna blossom because he ain't scared already. So he just gotta just be able to feel it and see it faster, and just know when to adjust and things like that. But I love his energy, I love his speed. Him and Diego's, they can go. Jake still moving around like he ain't known me for a minute. Like he didn't come to the Trench Approved University, the first one we worked on run. He's just like, I asked me a question, he know the answer to it. I'm like, well, what you think, Jake? It's that. It's like, come on, man. You gotta just trust it and go. His part, he's like, he's scared to trust himself. It's like he's scared to be good. So we just gotta keep working on his confidence. I think it'll come maybe after this football season. I feel like he probably really haven't played football. He hasn't played football a lot, so he just needs maybe just a little bit more experience, and I think things will start clicking more for him. He has everything around him to be a lot better now. His biggest thing, which is most of our biggest thing, is just himself. He gotta just learn to let it go before that time passes by. And if you get on the ship, you get on the ship, but if you don't, bye-bye. Malachi has been doing very well. I didn't know how smart Malachi was, so that's good. I knew that, he was good. I knew he can pick up things fast, but, after hearing certain things, it's like he trusted himself. It's like, yeah, I don't need to open my notebook. I didn't want to look at my notebook. Like, I know it. Like, ask me the question. And, that's good, especially, some of this stuff was even newer to him. So the fact that he can still fly around and, go fast and learn some of these new things and be able to understand sometimes when he was wrong, that's everything. I think the next thing for Malachi is just the details with his hands in his pass rush ability. I feel like as he gets more reps and he keeps going, he's gonna just naturally continue to get better with it. He just needs somebody on him just about the little things with his hands, so when he goes to that next level and starts playing college ball, that he can continue to be smooth, continue to make plays, and even make even more bigger plays as he gets smarter. Dom has been doing very well. I thought Dom was smarter than Malachi when it came to this football world. I think on-field play comes easier for Dom, and Malachi, he can just understand more things, but I think Dom is just such a dominant force on the field. He now got to kick his brain, just going a little bit faster to be able to keep going. I am very anxious to see, you know, what them both, I want them to go to the same college, low-key, just to see, you know, I want them to be able to push each other and see who can, you know, shine the most. Both kids are very exciting to watch. It's like it's easy for them. You know, I'm excited to see both of them. Sterling is a kid. He's lucky he has a good coach. You know, Coach Kai coaches him at Oaks Christian. So he's already getting great coaching. We just got to clean up the thing is just like with Malachi, just clean up little things with his hands, because we talked about it before. He's fast, he's strong, he's physical. He's got all the tools. Now just, you know, being clean, he can be a little bit smarter in that classroom. So it's been looking like it hasn't been hurting him too much, but now just his effort putting it all together so he can just be a complete player, be big.